During 2017, we are building a new kind of council. We face an unprecedented financial challenge, government cuts not seen since the Second World War, and rapidly growing demand for services from our changing population. But instead of cutting services bit by bit until they're no longer viable, we're going to invest in the future of our borough. We're going to modernise our services so that they're more efficient and maximise impact and value for money. We'll refocus on tackling the root cause of need and on building resilience so that people are better able to help themselves. We'll also be more commercially minded and will invest to generate community benefits and revenue to bridge the budget gap. We'll take advantage of the prize of economic growth in this borough and, rather than spectate as inequalities increase and the weakest are driven out, we'll shape the future so that the whole community benefits and prospers. The council's new structure will look like this. To accelerate economic growth and regeneration of the borough, we're investing in Be First, a new company owned by the council but operating at arm's length. It will use the freedoms and flexibilities that this independence gives to speed up house building and the construction of new infrastructure, whilst ensuring that no one is left behind. It will attract investment to the borough and expand the tax base to increase our income. And as an investor in its own right, it will create significant new revenue for the council. Similarly, we'll invest in Reside, our existing housing company. We will buy and build many more properties to increase income to the council and deliver affordable quality homes for local people. To look after all these new homes, we're establishing an in-house team called My Place. My Place will manage all of the council's property and assets at a competitive price. This includes council buildings, schools, care homes, children's centres, roads, parks and land. My Place staff will ensure that these assets are well maintained and modernised and that we maximise our income. Longer term, it will offer property management services to private sector landlords and developers. My Place will handle residents' queries about their homes and will commission services to keep the borough clean and green and to repair and maintain our assets. We'll be investing in these assets too, improving our highways, expanding schools and bringing new exciting facilities to our parks. This is essential for our growing population and to make the borough a more attractive place to live. An example is our Heritage Service, which will celebrate our borough's history, engaging our community and attracting visitors. We'll invest in Valence House and Eastbury Manor and in developing exciting new heritage options. We're also making investments to become more commercial and to generate more income. For example, we've invited not-for-profit organisations to manage the Abbey and Becontree Heath leisure centres and the Jim Peters Stadium. The council will continue to own these centres and will ensure that residents can afford to use them. But by October 2017, one of the country's leading operators will be running them, generating revenue for the council and using their expertise to offer quality sports and leisure facilities to more residents than ever before. By April 2018, Home Services will become a council-owned social enterprise, replacing the existing DLO, offering quality, competitively priced repairs and maintenance services. It will maintain council properties, but also offer services to local landlords for a fee. We'll be investing in new skills and systems to improve efficiency and give staff the best possible chance of winning new customers and developing new markets. Traded Services will offer a range of quality and competitively priced services to schools, colleges and other businesses. This includes catering and cleaning services. Once again, we want to deliver high-quality services but use commercial freedoms to generate extra income. Finally, EDT Legal, our successful shared legal service, which currently offers support to Thurrock Council as well as us, will continue to expand, offering services on a commercial basis to new customers. Together, these commercially focused enterprises will go a long way towards protecting jobs and services. But it's important to remember that this does not mean that we'll lose our public sector values. These remain at the heart of our thinking. After all, the reason we're doing this is to protect services for residents and the most vulnerable in particular. So, what will this all mean for residents? A vital component of our plan will be to improve customer access for residents. We'll encourage residents to use online or digital services wherever they can. This is cheaper for the council and usually more convenient for residents too. So, we're investing in improved telephone and online services, and we'll ask our existing company, Elevate, to deliver them. Beyond this, the first stop for residents for information, advice and guidance will be Community Solutions. Wherever possible, Community Solutions staff will help residents to help themselves and encourage people to become more self-sufficient and resilient. There'll be self-service access to other services or to other helpful community organisations at libraries, children's centres, active ageing centres and other locations. And Community Solutions will provide support for struggling households or individuals at risk. Our aim is to invest time in tackling the root cause of their problems, reducing demand and increasing independence. For people that do need continuing help, Care and Support will provide seamless social care and safeguard those who are at risk. We want to offer residents more choice and make our services more responsive, reducing the number of children in care and helping children and families to have safe, fulfilling lives, helping older people and vulnerable adults to live at home for longer, and to maximise their physical, mental and social well-being, and providing an integrated service to help disabled people live as independently as possible with support where it's needed. We've created a unified enforcement service which brings together environmental health, trading standards, parking, planning enforcement and landlord registration. The objective is to provide a seamless service on priority issues like crime, antisocial behaviour, fly tipping and parking. Enforcement will also build mutual respect amongst neighbours and take action against the minority of people who fail to care for the local environment. At the same time, we're beefing up our clean and green services to improve environmental standards in the borough, providing responsive, reliable waste collection and street cleaning services which are exceptional value for money. They'll also make our parks some of the best used and loved in London, and encourage residents to reduce litter and recycle more. Bringing all this together is the core. It's the democratic heart of the council, which helps to turn the wishes of our elected councillors into reality. Using the best evidence and analysis, staff in the core will commission services for residents, with clear targets and measures of performance. They'll make sure we comply with the law and that services are delivered to the best possible standards, quality and cost. The result will be a new kind of council, a modern council that increasingly stands on its own 2 feet, that generates opportunities for our residents, promoting independence and self-reliance, that provides relentlessly reliable services and never forgets to help those that need support. You can find out more on the intranet, and your manager will keep you up to date about how it affects you.